Mujin. This is Mujin's How Genshin Impact Ruined a Marriage Overnight. You're gonna love this so much. I have a hard time believing that the quest for gooning is so high, you drop the big bucks and ruin your marriage. Let's just get into it. I know the internet is silly, but let's see it. Let's see it.
Well, guys, it has almost been 5 years since Genshin Impact first came out, and to call these 5 years eventful would be an understatement.
Oh, before I incur the ire of every Genshin player, this is not me. I don't know any better. I'm asking the question: is Genshin even a good game? And I'm not asking that like, is it even good? Genuine question. I don't know. I'm ignorant. I know the only thing I know about Genshin players is that if I talk bad of their game, they will burn me at the stake. No, good is subjective. Is the game good because it's good, or because you guys are lost cause fallacy and you are sucked into the game forever? Jacques Follow. Get it better with Natlin and a life update. It's definitely the gacha. It's the addiction. Like, okay, I'm just curious where everyone kind of falls in the Genshin life. I have played it once as a meme. I didn't really care for it. It felt like Breath of the Wild, but bad. But I played it like 2 years ago, so I have no idea how it's evolved since.
Early videos on my channel serve as proof of that. From review bombing Google in their own app store to going
hey, Genshin fans, wait.
Up against the Shrek community and losing,
Are Genshin fans all right? I'm curious. I'm actually going to YouTube Genshin drama. Should I do that real quick? Hold on. I'm curious. I'm curious how deep this gets. Should I Google Genshin drama and see what happens? Oh, my YouTube's not loading. It doesn't want me to. YouTube's literally not loading. It does not want me to do that, actually. It's like, don't hop in there, buddy. You don't want to. Yeah, as a sign, bro. You don't want to hop in there, brother. You don't want to hop in. You know what? Fair. Hey, YouTube, fair enough, brother. I played this sort of fell off now. I'm a phone gacha game. The only gacha I've ever played, like actually more than a week, I played 2. I played Arknights because they had furries in it and the furries were hot. And I played, there was one game I played in the Navy where the ships were the waifus, Azur Lane. And that was actually kind of fun. I actually enjoyed that for a bit. It was pretty fun. But then I got kind of bored of it and I just stopped playing them. I'm down to 2 gacha games now. don't play any gacha games now. That is a crazy MO, by the way. It's simply Sammy.
There's simply no shortage of crazy stories when it comes to the Genshin community over these last few years. But one thing that has been consistent ever since the game first came out is the fact that it actually ruined many relationships.
How much do you think? Who's the biggest streamer for Genshin? I wonder if we get some math done here. Genshin Impact. Oh, does Sayu stream it?
I can't, like...
Hold on, how do I... High to low. Because I'm curious, Doro 44 and Sayu. How much has Doru spent? Sayu's in the show. How much do you think Doru has spent on the game? I guess is a better question. The reason Genshin got a review, bomb because their first anniversary gifts were horrible. It's weird. Okay. I just stream character stories before that too long for stream. I see. I'm more amazed by Genshin players have the relationships to begin with. That I feel like people were in relationships and then they got into Genshin and then it broke apart. You play it daily every 2 days. I see. I think I don't know how. I don't think there's a single gacha game that exists that I would be like ready to drop hundreds on. Do you know what I mean? I don't think I know of a single gacha game I'd be ready to spend hundreds on. Apparently, the partner might get all roll and is episode dropping fast stacks of polar. That's kind of cute though. If that happens, it's pretty cute. You know what I mean?
Back in 2024, someone posted about how their friend's fiance ended their relationship because she would repeatedly ignore him for hours. What was her reasoning? Well, she was cheating on him with fictional characters.
That's okay. No, let a girl goon. Come, listen. How many hours is hours? Like, that's the real question. If it's like 3 hours a day and she's like, I don't know the context here. This feels weird. She wanted some cozy time. He didn't say anything at first. So wait, she's just like leaving him in the room. If it's like 2 hours a day, that's nothing, dude. I think every relationship should have you time. And if you time wants to be you gooning to, like, yeah, God forbid women have hobbies, for real. If your you time wants to be you gooning to anime, like men or whatever, sure. But like, how many hours does it say?
She would spend hours.
How many hours?
Role playing and looking at spicy fan art of those characters from Genshin.
Is she role playing with other men or other people? That could be a problem. Is she role playing by herself? That's odd, but I mean, let a girl have a hobby, right? Like, that's interesting. Yeah, and also it's on Reddit. Is this even a real story?
How about this guy who had to end his relationship because his girlfriend refused to travel with him on vacation since she didn't want to miss her daily quest?
Okay. Isn't Genshin a phone game? Wait, isn't it a phone game? It's a mobile game, right? That seems fake. Does she have, dare I say, in the words of what's his face, do you not have phones? Literally use Wi-Fi to get your dailies. Hi, Rama! Show Rama, it's okay. Yeah, get to be played by devices. PC, console, and phone. Okay, so this is a lie then. Okay.
Oh, and of course, let's not forget the situation in which someone broke up with their boyfriend in game chat. They didn't
That's sick. This one I actually believe. That's sick. That rules. That actually rules. That rules so hard. I like that one. That rules. This one's real. This one's real, and you know how I know it's real? Because they posted on Twitter. There's something about this that just feels real to me. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's like the fact that like super like awkward gamers or whatever. But this one feels super real. I can see them do that. This one I can see someone doing. I'm about to divorce you to go to Gaia Online chat is crazy. Gaia Online in 2025, the year of our Lord, is crazy.
They didn't call. They broke up with them in game chat. There is no shortage of stories like this. But what shocked me is the fact that one just occurred.
Oh, sorry, not keep pausing. But you know what story I'm surprised hasn't happened? Gacha games are inherently predatory and will drain your bank account. I'm surprised a real story for me would be like, oh, I spent all of our money for the vacation on anime waifus. Like, dead ass. It's like gambling. That's what I see as being. That's a real story.
In 2025, we're talking about a couple who was engaged. Okay, they were about to get married. They were so close. The woman had a ring on her finger, and the guy had proposed to her.
Sure.
But now their entire marriage is at risk. Everything's about to be called off. The parents are involved fighting with each other, all because of Genshin Impact.
I need stories.
I wish this was a joke, guys. I mean, seriously, it's so ridiculous.
It could be
we
fake.
have to talk about it.
It could be fake.
So let's do this.
All
right. So for you to understand how this marriage got ruined, we have
I don't think I just can't see, and this is maybe with the disconnect I'm having. Maybe this is where I'm at. I just don't get gachas. I don't get it. I'm so sincere. Maybe I'm in the wrong here. I just don't get it. I look at the screen and I'm like, I don't really give a shit if I get this waifu or not. Maybe I'm just out of it. I don't know. The bad must be I have no idea what it is. I get it, but I don't like it. Is it the FOMO? Is it the FOMO? This is like the point of gacha, you're not supposed to get it. Is it just the FOMO that gets you? I don't really, maybe it's, I could see people simping if if I play the game, I would want to get Sayu's character, right? That's really funny. I can't play gacha because the gamma serotonin owns my wallet no matter how much I try to resist. Oh, so it's just gambling. It's just gambling, right? That's all it is. Gacha business model is very predatory. If you can't play the game with awesome money, I don't invest. Got it. Yes. I know it's very predatory because they want you to evolve in the game by spending your money. People like anime style games, but the draw of the getting rare thing on the chance. Yeah, it's just gambling, right? It's just gambling. It's just gambling, right? I don't care about some of the characters I've gotten. So it's just gambling. It's just the thrill of the gamble. Got it. Okay, it's the FOMO. It's the FOMO. I want all the characters. I don't have them. I'm basically having fun of particles when fighting. Got it. You're from TikTok? Hello, TikTok. Hello. It's basically gambling addiction. It sounds like a gambling addiction with waifus.
To talk about Genshin's gacha system. The most important currency in Genshin Impact are Prima Gems, all right? You can earn these in game, but you can also spend money to get them.
Yep, like this I understand. I understand. The argument is, how much are you willing to pay to not have to grind things out? I understand that argument. If you are trying to be like, why do people play this game? Okay, sure.
You use them in order to buy intertwined fates. These will allow you to wish on a banner.
Okay, this is a banner. And a banner, I think, if I had to guess, a banner is you have a chance to get one of these characters for the wish that you bought. I feel like that's correct. That sounds like I remember banners being a part of Arknights. Banners limited time pull? Yes. Okay, that's what I thought. I remember banners being a part of Arknights, where like you have a higher chance to pull these characters during a banner, right? Yeah. Okay, good. I remember a little bit. I spent like $10 on Arknights, and I played that game for a year. I never actually bought anything in the game. I got the one dragon chick. I don't remember her freaking name. And that was all it took for me. I'm like, okay, that's all I need. I'm the kind of guy who's like, that's all I want. I'm good. That's it. I don't know what Mad Mutts is, dude. I have no idea what it is. Confusing amount of sub-currencies. Yeah, there's a lot of sub-currencies to this shit.
Goal when wishing on a character banner is to get a 5-star character. If I were to wish once on this banner, then the odds of me getting a 5-star are 0.6%.
Jesus Christ, that seems really low. That seems incredibly low.
If I'm lucky enough to get a 5-star character, then a coin is flipped.
What?
If I win the coin flip, I get the character I want, which in this case would be Farina. If I lose the coin flip, I get a standard character from the standard character banner that no one wants, and I have to try again. But
what? Is that how that works? Okay. That's very off. So you gotta basically, let's round up. That's how banners work? Is that how they work? That's crazy. They're known as 50-50s? Really?
this time there won't be any coin flip. But the thing is, getting the 5-star character that you want is only the beginning for some people. Because that's where constellations
Okay, so now you have your waifu, Farina.
come in. After getting a 5-star character, I can wish for that character 6 more times.
Which means you're going to gamble for them 6 more times, right? Some companies didn't have a merch system. That's insane.
And for every copy I get from them, I can activate a constellation.
Okay.
These are extra passive abilities that you cannot unlock unless you get copies of this character.
So this is a limited time thing. This is super predatory. And this is a limited time thing. It's a 1% drop, 50-50. So realistically, it's like a 0.25% chance. This is extremely predatory. Holy shit. God damn!
By the time you reach the 6th constellation, the character would have changed so drastically that they won't just be overpowered. They will undergo a full kit conversion. So if they're a damage dealer, well, guess what? Their damage is multiplied by 10 now, and they're also a healer.
Now I see where the money's going. Holy shit. That is predatory. That's crazy. Massive paywall with risk. Okay, this makes sense. Genshin usually does one of the more forgiving gachas, which is awful. That's crazy. This is quote unquote forgiving. That is crazy. This is allegedly forgiving. That, Jesus.
Changes everything. And the only way to get it is to get copies of the character. There's no other ways to earn it. If you don't farm in-game and only spend money, then getting a C6 character with all 6 constellations will cost you anything from around $1,000 to $2,000.
I mean, who am I to say? Who am I? They want money, they get money. Who am I to say? If you've got the cash and you want to spend it, who am I to say? I play Warhammer, right? Like, but also doing this every time? Like, look what happened to Tectone. I have a bias against Tectone because he said some mean things about my friends some time ago. But is he a Genshin guy? Is that what that is? I don't know much about the guy. All I know is that he said some really mean things about a friend of mine once. And I'm like, oh, that's gross. I met him once at TwitchCon, and we talked about magic. And then I tried to talk to him later, and then he said some stuff with my friends. I'm like, oh, never mind. I'm good. He's a Genshin streamer. What happened to him? Is there like lore to the... Do I dare type in Tectone? It's a huge player. Huge. Okay, let me look up Tectone Genshin. Is he like a Genshin guy? Tectone. Oh. Hey. I don't want to pivot, but there's a lot. He was banned on Twitch. Well, I typed in Tectone and I see drama, allegations, wife. Hey, maybe we don't look this guy up. I don't know who this guy is, but now I'm kind of grateful that he didn't respond to my DM that one time. Now I'm kind of grateful that we didn't play Magic that one time. That's a disengage. Yeah, this is a pivot. See, this is the problem, Starkey. Someone talks about Magic the Gathering, and I instantly assume that they're a chill person. I am such a simple dog. If you talk about Magic the Gathering or a card game, I will assume you're cool. Man, oh man. I am like 0-3 for Magic players that I've met this way. Holy shit, that's hilarious. Head patches don't pop. I'm a simple dog, bro. I originally didn't like the guy just because he said some not nice things to a friend of mine, about a friend of mine on a stream, and that was where I noped. But now I'm like, These big names start engaging with VTuber sphere, and suddenly we find out they're terrible. I hear that a lot. Papa, I can learn Magic in a week of whole lore. This isn't a good vibe like that. I'm a simple dog! I see the deal is, yeah, not great. Give me the TLDR, Sarky. I want to react to that TLDR, because now I'm curious what I hopefully skipped that on. I digress. Hi, Kingsley. Hi, buddy. Hi. But this is, sorry, I got distracted.
Depending on how lucky you are with the coin flip. There are some players out there who will do this for every single character.
Insane. Listen. If you've got the money, sure. If you've got the money and you don't know and you don't want to just spend it all on your favorite internet dog, sure. Which is me. I'm saying that it would be better off in my hands. That's all I'm saying, bro. Listen. You've seen someone spend 25,000 euros. There's no way. That's more money than I own in my entire savings. Are you being for real right now? Over 10K in Genshin. You guys are lying. 10K in Genshin a year. You're lying to me. There's no way. That's what? For drama calls for attention to support a gacha game addiction, and then he was ripped by the community being shitty other careers. Oh, okay. I mean, that's... I'll always say this. If you... Hey, this is just a sub little PSA real quick, everybody. If you're getting into content and you think drama is the play, it's not. You will be loathed for being a drama creator. I'm letting you know that right now. It's never the play. Drama, and people will loathe you for being a drama hound. I'm telling you. It's just not. It's just, and that applies to life. If you're the drama hound, people are going to loathe you. I promise. If you're the gossip queen, you're not the king of the castle. You know what I'm saying?
Hello, Papa.
Hi.
It has been a long time since I've been here.
Hello, Lay Baby. How are you?
I missed you and chat a lot.
Oh,
I'm
I appreciate
glad
it.
to be here regularly again, even though my sleep schedule is all over the place.
The queen right behind you. Oh my god, I have not gotten sleep for good. Diablo Immortal costs a maximal character. Diablo Immortal. Everyone, I don't know, man. There's a difference, it feels like. And I feel like Diablo Immortal, no one went into that game thinking that it'd be fair. My girl actually got dropping 1K a month on Genshin. That is what? You know, sometimes I think that I'm in, financially, I have some rough times. And then I think to myself, well, at least I'm not dropping $1,000 a month. I think the only time you can drop that kind of cash on Genshin or any of these games is if you are a full-time 10,000 viewers a month content creator where they want you to gamble on stream. Dead ass. I'm so serious. That is the only circumstance Because otherwise, again, this is insane. And we're not even halfway through the video. This is nuts.
All right. Those players have a name. They're called...
Show us the Warhammer receipts. Listen, at least Warhammer, and I say this, and this is not a defense to Warhammer, but Warhammer is a game of which you have to interact with others to play that requires a level of artistic value. You learn how to paint, you learn how to glue, you learn how to create model kits, and the others can appreciate beyond. Like if I showed my IRL friends, IRL, not on the internet friends, this waifu, they would call me some names. If I show them hand-painted Warhammer, they go, oh, that's pretty cool. Like, that's at least some, and also, well, except for some of you in the chat, looking at you, Hollow Wolf, I don't spend $1,000 a month on goddamn plastic men. 1,000 is a lot of money. You know what I mean?
Some people really need to be better.
Oh, yeah, from you? Yeah, from you? Uh-huh. Go ahead.
And that is coming from the guy that owns a full Titan maniple and basically every Krieg model made by Forge World.
Like I was saying.
And those things at least make for great paperweights or door stoppers.
What? Yeah, for once.
Chuck them at people I don't like.
That's true. I will say this also. And I saw a chat say the exact same thing. I will say this exact same thing. Even if it's expensive, at least when you buy the Warhammer model kit, you know what you're buying. That is I would say the biggest difference. If we're talking about just straight one for one, at least I know what I'm buying. When I buy a plastic toy, I'm getting that plastic toy. When I buy a virtual waifu, I got a, 0.6% chance coin flipped only during a certain time of the month. Yeah, that seems like a good... I'm sorry, now I'm getting mad at goddamn gacha games, bro. Damn. The Warhammer Heroes series is a blind buying series. I've never heard of that, by the way. I've never heard of Warhammer the blind series. Gambling is straight up addiction. It is. It's addiction. It's addiction.
Gacha game would gladly trade 1 million of their players for just 1,000 of these whales because of how much of a financial impact they have. But the problem here is that many times these whales cannot afford this. They just do it anyway. This brings us back to this failed...
If you're gonna gamble, never gamble with money you don't have. It's like, it's gambling rule like number 2. The first one is the house always wins. The second one is never gamble with money you don't have. What? I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. I feel like I'm the only person in the world that knows this. What is happening? What is happening? What is happening?
I don't know why people spend time and money on virtual goods.
Oh yeah, coming from you?
I got 2,398
yeah, that's what I thought. Okay.
games on Steam with 1839 DLC, and I am not addicted yet.
That is, first off, I was gonna say. Second, that is, again, I don't care if you spend money on Genshin. What I care, or on Steam, or on Warhammer. But you don't spend money you don't have. Like, that's where I'm at, dude. Don't spend money you don't have. Imagine spending money on games. Imagine spending money. You know what I mean? I'm a free-to-play person. I'm a free-to-play Andy as well. Don't worry. Hi, Slayer.
Engagement.
Hi,
on March 19th, 2025, a user made a post on the Am I Overreacting subreddit with the title, Am I Overreacting? My fiance spent $600 on gacha. They go on to say, my fiance spent $600 on a gacha game without asking. I flipped out and now his entire family are calling me abusive and encouraging him to call off the engagement.
What?
For context, I work 55 hours a week and he drives Uber during the day while I'm at work. We are paycheck to paycheck.
Here's my take. There's a lot of variables here that I want to talk about. If they are a shared savings, like a shared bank account, this is a problem because you need to talk to your partner about big spending. If they have separate accounts, right? If they have separate accounts and he has the means, sure. But I would still talk to, like, even if Mari and I have separate accounts, but even we're like, hey, Mari, I want to spend, you know, $800 on this machine that feeds the dogs automatically or something like that, right? We would have the discussion still, because it's a lot of money. I don't know, it's still a problem. Yeah, it's still a problem, because you still, if he's not covering his half the bills, the reason it's still a problem is the last part, the paycheck to paycheck. Exactly. If this sentence ended with, we live paycheck to paycheck, I'd be like, it's his money, right? In theory, if it's his money, whatever. But if you are dropping 600 fat stack, like that is a fat stack of cash, right? That is not the play. Paycheck to paycheck is crazy. Can you make enough driving Uber? No. Uber, I've learned, you cannot. Uber is barely minimum wage, by the way. It's not enough. Paycheck to paycheck is their ideal audience, though. They know how to target them, looking for the dopamine hits. It's gambling. It's gambling. We're back to being gambling.
As you can see, this post went absolutely viral, and she set the record straight from the beginning. She's the breadwinner in this relationship, all right? She worked...
Dude, I'm with her right now. If my partner drops 600 in a joint account and we're living paycheck to paycheck and I'm making the money, that's no dice. Now, what's crazy is her family going feral on her, dude. That's what's crazy to me, bro. Whatever money you want to let the fire outs come in, paid everything. Yeah, if you've paid everything and you've done your thing and you've put some money aside or whatever, sure. You can have you money if you have you money, right? The finance works overtime. It says like, yes.
55 hours a week. He works whenever he can doing gig work. It definitely doesn't pay as much as she earns. No. That's for sure.
No.
She then posted these images with their texts, and this is when the incident took place.
Hey, real quick, by the way, I think Uber, you really have to work overtime. You either, in my experience, the people who work Uber are either Ubering like 12 hours a day, or the retired dudes who just want to get out of the house.
That P&G will never know you existed.
The
At
P&G?
least Papa will make
true.
fun of you for spending the money.
It's true. If you give me your 100 biddies, at least I can point to you and be like, nerd! I'm glad we kept Uber out of Germany. The whole gig economy is banned. Gig economy is evil because, for a lot of reasons. It would be different if the people were paid well, but they aren't. So the only people I ever see do Uber are the folks who do like 14-hour days or retired dudes in the like 60s. No in between. It's and we're not gonna get into the semantics of Uber, but Uber is not a good company. A lot of these gig companies are not good companies. Oh my God. But we will get that. This is not the point of the video. Just that's a different conversation, right? Yeah, that's a whole nother. Yeah.
Let's read them. It starts off with her fiance saying, "Stop calling me."
Good sign. Never in my life would I tell my partner and my wife to stop calling me. There better be a bomb to my chest. And if the phone call goes off, I will die. That's the only way that I'm going to ever say, stop calling me. That's crazy. That's already this is already a red flag. This is already a red flag, actually.
She then replies with, "We need to talk right now.
Yes.
Pick up now." Her fiance then replied with, "You're not being fair at all. I explained my boundaries to you, but you are not respecting them. This is exactly what blank says is abusive about you."
Brother, you spent $600 on waifus when you're living paycheck to paycheck. This is not abusive. Also, I explained my boundaries to you. What's the boundaries? I don't want to pay rent? Is that the boundaries? I just don't feel like... Are we reverse gaslighting? Hello?
And then she said, "You spent $600 on our credit card on a fucking game?"
Fair.
That says, "I explained it already to you."
You guys think if I texted Mari right now and say, I'm going to spend $600 on Genshin Impact, what do you think she'd say? Because I feel like this is just insane. The gaslight's not real. This is on credit card is crazy too. I'm feeling gaycation vibes. This is some dude. You know what? I'll say it, by the way. This is the level of gaslighting is why, hey, ladies in the chat, gay men, anyone in a relationship with a man that does this, it's not worth it. This is a red flag. This is all the red flags. Hey, men suck. This is not just a man thing, but like I see this a lot from like men gamers specifically. By the way, I'm shaking you in the chat before I get thrown to the wolves. Oh my God, it's not all men. Shut up. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm saying this happens a lot in the gaming field with men. All right? Right there, Prime Sub. Don't you dare take it out of context and be like, women do this too. Shut up. That's not what we're doing here. What I'm saying is this happens a lot to women from men in the gaming space. And if you don't believe me, a good example of just in general of toxic men in the gaming space is be a woman or femme presenting and then go into a Call of Duty lobby and then turn your mic on. And then see what happens. See what happens to that woman. If you don't believe me, that's toxic. Just go ahead. If you're someone there that's like, oh yeah, ask any woman who games and then be like, hey, do you have your mic on? They're going to say no. Every time. Every time they say, no, absolutely not. They're like, no. No way. Sorry. But yeah, anyways, this is not worth it. The point is it's not worth it. If you're part of this, it's not worth it. This is insane. This is insane.
And then she says, 600 for 2 virtual characters you don't need without asking when we are paycheck to paycheck. That card was for emergencies with the Civic.
Leave his ass. Leave his ass. I'm dead serious. Like this sounds like this guy is not respecting her boundaries. Because this is a real thing, bro. Honda Civic Gaming, dude. Oh my God. This is addiction.
And then this dude has the gall to reply with an image of Farina, which
now I'm gonna ignore. Okay, that's crazy. Let's say the obvious out loud. That's crazy. That's insane. That I would lose. I would break the divorce immediately. But, and I'm gonna say this before I get canceled because I'm gonna get canceled. If this is the image, and before I get any weirdos in my chat being weirdos, this dead ass looks like a child. And I get it. I'm sure they're not. Whatever. But from just this image, from just this JPEG, this is a child from what I can see immediately, right? Again, yada, yada, yada. I'm sure she's not a child. Whatever. You're a furry, die. Whatever. I don't care. This is it's insane to me that you would spend money and have the audacity to be like, yeah, but I got this hot kid. Like, that's crazy, right? Like, that's crazy, right? Like, that's nuts. That's nuts, right? Is she actually a child? Are you guys being for real?
Image of Farina, which is one.
I'm scared to Google this. I'll Google it. Hold on. Oh, God, I'm going to get on a watch list. How old is Farina Genshin Impact? Okay, let's see. Does it not say? I'm gonna put on a list, chat. Oh, the things I do for the content. Does it not say her age? That's not good. Hey, wait, hey. Is it left ambiguous? That's weird. No. How old? No way! No fucking way! Chat, I swear to... No way! They did the meme! They did the meme! Chat, how old is she? Guess now, guess now, guess now. You're wrong. She's 500 years old. You're wrong. She's 500. They did the meme. I'm losing it. I didn't. Oh my God. I was gonna give you guys the bone here. I was gonna give you guys the bone where it's like, no way. Oh, I was gonna let you guys do the whole like, oh, she's 25, but she looks younger. I'm like, okay, sure, right? Sure, whatever you want. But that's hilarious. You guys, Genshin did the meme. I have the body of a child, but I'm 500 years old. That's crazy. I was gonna give you guys the bone here, man. She got cursed with mortality. When she was like 14? Is that when she got cursed? I'm gonna lose it. Oh my God. Oh my God. I love. Oh. That's so funny. Hi, Mag. How are you? That's so funny. Oh my God. Oh my God. I swear to you guys, I was ready for my example. She's mature for her age. Mods ban Kingsley. That's crazy. Oh my god. Okay, I'm so serious, gang. I was dead ass. That's so crazy. I was ready for the bit where they're like, oh, I swear to God, I thought they were gonna do like, she's 25, she looks younger. I'd be like, at least I'd be like, sure. Because some people, I will argue, yes, there are some people in the world who are older, but they look younger, whatever, right? That's crazy. She's sort of 25 is Mod's band adventure. Holy shit, Genshin. You guys are freaks. That's hilarious.
The limited characters available in Genshin Impact right now. This has to be made up.
That's
dude.
so fun. I know if it all looks at 20. Yeah, I know that. It
says, you told me you wanted her too, but you aren't happy for me, LMFAO. Actually, I'm done. I'm a 29-year-old man. I am allowed to make purchases without needing your permission. This is an abusive dynamic. Blank explained that very clearly to me.
You're 29? Hold on 1 second. I gotta look something up real quick. Just is YouTube loading? YouTube's let me see something quick, chat. Hold on. I gotta look at something unrelated, chat. I just gotta.
Tonight, an inside look at Tourette syndrome.
Hold on.
Take a seat right over there.
Sorry. Unrelated clip. It was unrelated. Before I get canceled by the Genshin community. Unrelated clip. I thought about South Park. That's an unrelated clip. Sorry. Unrelated. So unrelated.
She then said, yes, I said I want Farina. I didn't say we should spend hundreds to get constellations. You are a fucking addict.
Call him out. Get him, queen.
You already spent all our Christmas money on it.
I'm about to DM Mari. No, I don't want to. Oh, God. I wanted to DM Mari saying, like,
whenever he can.
Hold on, where were we? Be like, I want to get into Genshin. Okay. Merry Christmas! Look at the Prime. See what they Prime. Merry Christmas!
Asking when we are paycheck to paycheck,
oh, yeah.
That card was just one of the limited characters that has to be made up. The limited characters. Gall to reply. Image of Farina, the limited right dude. He then says, you told me you wanted her too, but you aren't happy for me, LMFAO.
I want a child for Christmas instead of picking Farina.
Carl!
Mods, get Carl.
Without needing your permission.
Get Carl.
This is an abusive dynamic.
Get Carl out of here, Mods.
Explained that very clearly to me.
I feel better than $50 every 2 months on gacha games. It's not worth it, bro. No. I was free! Hold on, what's happening here? Sorry, we're gonna finish the video.
Yes, I said I want Farina. I didn't say we should spend hundreds to get constellations. You are a fucking addict. You already spent.
Am I gonna get grabbed? I'm gonna finish this video before I get grabbed, chat. Hold on. I'm gonna finish the video first.
Money on it. So as you saw, he didn't just pull for the character, he pulled for her constellations as well, which is completely optional. What does he reply to this? You are snooping into your fiance's purchases. You should take a look at yourself.
True, King.
She then replies with a middle finger. I've told him, go fuck yourself. Then said, this is a shared card that I set up for emergencies and you went behind my back.
Okay.
Why don't you tell Blank about your gambling addiction to video game characters? Her room temperature IQ fiance replied with, actually, Blank told me.
Who is Blank, dude? Hold on. Am I being yelled at right now? Oh my God, am I being stolen right now? Chat, we were almost free. We're playing Repo right now. Oh. No. What time that's starting? Like, oh, I guess now. No, chat. I want to finish this video. Okay. Fair enough. All right. We're being stolen.
With a middle finger.
All right. This is about where we left off. So yesterday, before we got stolen, we were watching a video about how Genshin Impact ruined a marriage overnight. We still have to finish this video because I'm very, very interested how it finishes, and then we'll play a game, okay? So, TLDR, guy spends $600 on virtual anime waifu, doesn't tell his partner on the, they spend it on the credit card, used for emergencies only, doesn't tell his partner freaks out, and then he's reverse gaslighting because he's a gooner. Yes, that's TLDR.
Just straight up told him, go fuck yourself. Then said, this is a shared card
See?
that I set up for
how much? $600.
Emergencies, and you went behind my back. Why don't you tell Blank about your gambling addiction to video game characters?
True.
Her room temperature IQ fiance replied
Here
with,
we go. This is where we left off. Here we go.
Actually, Blank told me all about your coercion?
I don't know what that means.
Guess he means coercion. And I believe you are a narcissist personality. That is why you are continuing to try and control me and control my financial decision making.
For the record, little context for those popping in today. They have a shared account. And she is the breadwinner. This guy who's buying waifus is not the breadwinner. He works gig jobs. But he's reverse gaslighting her. So, pretty powerful stuff.
You know, this is my values, and I have had Farina as my wallpaper forever.
True. No, you know what? Actually, King has got a point. It was his wallpaper for a while. Hold on.
I refuse to be verbally abused for being myself.
True, King. True.
I am battling anxiety, and you do not care at all.
Oh, Farina, I know some of you here are new today about what that means. Let me show you real quick. This is the guy. This is the character that this dude has been obsessed with to the point of he's going to ruin his marriage for. This is Farina. This is her. She's canonically a 500-year-old, definitely not child. Like, nope, not a child. We looked up her lore. She's 500 years old. She got cursed at a young age, and she's immortal. She's 500 years old. I'm not kidding.
The red flag has a name.
I'm not kidding. We literally yesterday looked it up because I will die on this hill. Yesterday, I was ready to give my 2 cents. I was like, listen, you know, maybe they're doing the thing where it's like, you know, she looks younger, but she's actually like 24. And I've seen people who are like 25 who look younger. Sure, right? I'd be like, okay, whatever. But they literally went for the 500-year-old vampire trope thing. And this guy's losing his IRL marriage over it, which is crazy.
I need to use that as an excuse. I need to go buy a Lamborghini right now with money I don't have. And if my mom confronts me, I'll be like, Mom, you know I've had a Lamborghini as my wallpaper like forever.
It's true.
Stop it. You're being controlling. You're a narcissist.
It was true.
This is insane. This dude's almost 30.
Oh yeah, it is almost 30, having these convictions.
Then decides to impulsively end everything, saying this: I don't want to get married to you. I'm not talking on the phone. I emailed screenshots for my appointment tomorrow. Thank you for giving me horrible anxiety attack and ruining my night. And no, I didn't do a fucking thing with Farina yet because of your calls.
He ended it? Like it's her fault? And what do you mean do a thing? There's so much here. She doesn't bullet. She doesn't bullet. This is, I don't know if this is addiction or if this is genuine, like, I don't know if this is addiction or he's being like the weirdest creep to this very young looking character. This is buck wild. Or yeah, hopefully like a mission he had to do or like he's multi-classing.
Then she said, I will call Capital One and dispute the charge. Your account will be banned.
Oh, dude, yes. Oh my God, Queen, yes.
This is true, by the way. If you spend money in Genshin Impact and you charge back, your account will have a negative balance. And if you don't bring it back to zero, then you'll get banned.
That's kind of smart, actually, to their credit. Okay, all right, okay.
What did he have to say to that? Try it, you will lose me forever.
Bro, I don't think she's worried about that. I don't think she, you know what? Yeah.
I'm going to Scottsdale for the night.
Oh, wait, you serious? Let me laugh even harder.
I don't think she's, I don't think she's too worried. I don't think she's too worried.
Stop calling me for 12 hours and we can talk then. Good night.
I'm going to DM Mari real quick. Hey, can I spend $600 on the emergency credit card for Genshin Impact? The character I have in mind is 500 years old, by the way. She's not a child. I'm going to capitalize not a child. She's an adult that is cursed, capitalized. But she's not a child. You guys think Mari's gonna leave me or what's up? You guys think Mari's gonna leave me or what's up? She was 14 when she was cursed? Is that true? You're lying. You're lying. You're lying. Oh, Mari's typing back. Mari's typing back. Let me see here. What's she gonna say? Mari's typing. Sorry, who is this? Thinking of the wrong number? No, Mari, I'm asking you. I'm your husband. And I want to spend $600 on not a child. She was cursed at 14. To live. Mari just blocked me. Well, I got blocked. Bummer. Well, that's rough. Yeah, I guess no split fiction tonight. Let me add her as a friend real quick. Add friend. I'm gonna send her a friend request. Didn't work. Oh my God, I'm actually hard blocked. Mari, unblock me right now. Mari, we have to play games tonight. Unblock me. I'm hard blocked. Mari! Didn't work. Double check the username is correct. I've actually been hard blocked in real time. Mari, it's gonna be real hard to play split fiction tonight.
A few minutes later, he says this. Will you please answer my mom, please?
Oh, you know his mom, by the way. Shit on him. You apologize and beg? Mari, I'm sorry. How was that? Mari, please. How was that? Is that pretty good? Just didn't follow up. Is that good?
Sorry. Yeah. No.
I feel like I'm not the wrong here. Hold on, chat. I feel like I'm not in the wrong here. All right? Hold on. I was trying to ask Mari. At least I was asking Mari. I'm like this guy, chat. At least I was asking Mari. Now that you're single, want to do 10 pulls? Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. All right, Froggy didn't answer, chat. I don't have anyone to back me up here. All right, back to the video.
I apologize for my reaction. As I said, my anxiety is bad today and I have to do better.
What is the meaning of this? You have deliberately disobeyed me. Answer me, dog! A dog is never allowed to disobey his owner. And if he does, then he gets broken.
So,
I love you. You don't need to dispute the charges. I will get you the money soon. Blank can spot me 600 tonight, so can you text him your Venmo? Anxiety really bad, Blank, please.
Okay, so his anxiety's bad. Yes, he lashed out and divorced his wife. Yes, it was over a definitely not child. Definitely, absolutely not a child. 100% not a child character.
Guy in here, man. And the guy in here.
So,
The Bible.
Faye gives me the follow. Hello. So, you know what? I get it.
You question the words of the mighty Jimmy?
Yeah, you know what? And definitely don't dispute the charges. He's definitely not freaking out because she's going to dispute charges. And anxiety is a crazy thing, chat. I sometimes, the spirit takes me.
Now look, Reddit is known to have a lot of fake posts,
Correct.
especially on subreddits like Am I the Asshole?
Correct.
With some of the craziest fan fiction you can imagine.
Correct,
But the
correct,
thing is,
correct,
here,
correct.
with these screenshots, it's very hard to fake this. This dude is clearly a man-child, all right? It's
Okay.
clear that he's overly attached to his mother, okay? He has no voice.
No, he seems really cool and definitely not a dodged bullet.
She decides everything for him,
No.
and the guy's almost 30.
Nope.
The woman who made the post commented this a couple hours later,
Sure.
saying, update, I am overwhelmed by all the replies. Thank you. I'm trying to read every
Sure.
comment. It feels obvious now that I was not overreacting.
Yeah, you dodged a bullet, homie. If this is real, you are in the clear. If anything, I'm glad this happened before you actually got married and there was like a divorce filing in progress.
Yes, the card is in my name
Yep.
only and is not that old, but
Okay.
he saved the info somehow. The card has been in my bag, so I'm not sure how or when he got the info into his game.
Let's be real. He took the card out of your bag. Let's be real.
I am calling Capital One in the morning
Let's be
to
real.
dispute the charge. His mom left me a voicemail saying that I gave him a panic attack and to give him space.
Dude, this is so sick. This rules. Wait, does she not live with her fiance? Why is the mom so involved in this, dude? I don't understand.
I did text his drug-dealing friend to try and get the $600, but he left me on red.
Okay.
Also, he's currently online on Discord playing Genshin Impact at his mom's house.
I mean, listen. He finally got his waifu. So are you not gonna play? Like, come on. My man finally got his waifu. Let him play. Chat, let him play. Chat, come on, let him play. Come on.
Hours later, she posts, update. Okay, I can't keep up with all the comments and messages I woke up to.
Sure.
I'm checking what I can.
Yeah.
Thank you everyone for reading and telling me the truth.
Sure.
First, his family is very involved with his life for cultural reasons,
Okay, I hear that a lot.
but they have all demonized me since we met. His
This is always a good sign. You always want to make sure the person that you're spending the rest of your life with, or the persons, their family hates you. Super good. Really good sign. Very cool. Very, very fun. Love that.
mom said I am never going to see him again due to the way I treat him.
Okay.
I got her on the phone and told her the engagement was off, and she started screaming that it's already off, so I can't end it. He has
You can't fire me. I quit.
blocked me, including on Discord, which
What?
makes me think he saw my post. As for the $600, I woke up to a Venmo from his sketchy friend. I paid off the card and locked it.
Sure.
I would love to have disputed the charge, but even if I did, it would just put his Genshin account into a negative balance. Then he would have time to spend more to fix it.
I think we gotta get rid of his Genshin account. This dude's a loser. We gotta get him outside, bro. Like,
I have no doubt he would find a way to get another $600 and keep the account. As much as I want to blow up his drug, I am afraid of how he would react if he lost it.
I think he needs to lose it. This sounds like he made another one, but he got his waifu. I don't think he has the money for another one, unless he asked his mom.
And we don't have shared accounts, but I have let myself be taken advantage
No
of. I
shit.
see that I fucked up by saying it was our credit card, and he's not even a co-signer
Oh, yeah.
on the lease.
Nah,
so
screw that. This dude's a freeloader. Nah, he's a freeloader. Like, if you're gonna be a partner to a breadwinner and you don't contribute anything, you don't get to spend their money without asking them. I'm sorry, I'm gonna call it like it is. If your partner is the one making all of the money and you make zero of the money and you are using that person's money, you do not get to just decide what you do with that money. I genuinely think cut him off and toss him away. Yeah, I agree. I agree.
screwed because he doesn't
him out.
actually have to pay rent anymore. I think the craziest thing in all this is
Get him
that
out.
she actually thought that she was overreacting. She actually had to make a post.
This is the sad part of the story. I think that at one point, she's gonna get married to the guy, right? So she obviously loved him, right? Or some kind of something. So I think it sucks, but she probably was like, maybe I'm overreacting. I do love this guy. I don't want it to be like a thing. So it might be just a case of like, I think that when you are blind, it's like when you're in an abusive relationship and you don't think the person is abusive until you're out of it. It is a hindsight. It's a love blinder. Yeah. It's a hindsight thing. You don't realize how in a rut you are until you're free. This is why you got to resolve trauma and set higher standards to get a relationship. Yeah, you need to be 100% with yourself before you get into a relationship. I'm actually gonna get my LGS to get rid of my Dobby Commander deck. Ooh, I'll help you can get a good price for it.
To verify with strangers, yo, am I in the right here? Am I making too much of a big
He was like
deal?
good at something
It's
to make
clear
her
that this
feel
runs
that
deeper,
way.
though.
I
The
don't.
mom of the fiance is very fishy, and it seems that she's trying to control him to separate him from her so that she can reclaim him as her property. I mean, he moved in with her immediately, as if she was planning it. After
I just think I am always hesitant of people who are too close to their family. I know it's like weird, but people who are like, you can't even like buy a car without talking to your mom or dad. Like, I think there needs to be a level of, I think there needs to be a healthy disengage from your family. And I acknowledge there's some cultural things in play here, and I'm not here to talk on that. I think like I shouldn't have to call my mom every time I want to make a life choice or spend money or you know, mediate fights for me. There's got to be some form of independence in the relationship from the parents. And you got to set those boundaries as well. And this guy clearly is not independent. He needs someone to hold his hand through life. If it was up to this guy, he would play Genshin Impact every day until he died. And that's all he would do. I'm willing to bet you every dollar in my account. If he had infinite funds, that's all he would do. Super cool, you have family you can rely on for some point. You got this distance. Exactly. Hi, Boris, how are you? Life I find when you're young, but asking for every decision is way out there. Exactly. My parents basically have no influence on my life ever. It's the opposite of me. That's good. Your parents shouldn't influence every decision in your life. My dads were carpenter by trade, so I should call them, advise on repairs. I think that the mom in this situation was 100% stoked that her son is back under the roof. I genuinely believe that.
After a few more hours passed by, she confirmed to a commenter saying engagement is off. So their wedding is never going to happen.
Good.
Their engagement was cut short.
Good.
And she is now single. Over, dude.
Good. Headlines on me. I'll basically do anything he says. That's not true. Shia is actually very independent. Whenever I told Shia to wear a really cute outfit, Shia actually was very, very strongly vocal about the outfit he wanted to wear. And I couldn't get him the skimpy outfit that I wanted. He went for more of like a Mystique look, which is fine. I was here for it. But we were going to the club and we were going to go dancing. And I really wanted the thong out, you know, sun's out, sun's down, pants down. That's the message. And, you know, it is what it is. Shai is talking a big game, but in reality, he kind of like really has his own outfit ideas, which is fine. He's very cute. He's very chic, very debonair. He looks very, very good. Now I'm not lying anymore. This part's true. He does look very debonair. Shaiban does, like very, very chic, very, very gorgeous. You can tell he inherited the gene of the gays that allows him to actually look good and dress well. I, as you guys can see, not so much. I look like a lumberjack gay. The one who, or not even lumberjack gay, like the like a gym gay. All I wear is like sweatpants and tank tops, and I don't look homeless, but I look like a gym gay. And not even like aesthetically pleasing like Shy is. Sorry, I really didn't rant. My mom's taking my house down payment on Papa coin. Shut up.
Control his spending on a video game. So much so that he stole her credit card from her purse when she wasn't looking, took her info, spent it, and then was shocked that she was shocked. Zero accountability.
Yep.
It's insane.
We love a great gym
It
gay.
happens more often than you think. Moist Critical actually made a video about this before me, okay? He was a bit faster than me.
Fair.
But there's a comment here that went through something similar, and it just shows that it's not an isolated incident.
I have a question for anybody here. Are any of you guys whales for games? Be real with me. Are you guys whales for games? I can't fathom spending more. Like, I've spent money on League, but I played League over like 10 years. I just don't generally get, I don't get it. Does Games Workshop count? No, I mean like for gachas. I think gacha specifically, because I think it's gacha specifically. I don't know if I don't know. I got the I don't have the money to do that. I don't have the money, bro. I don't know. My coworker said she drops stacked. That's crazy. Addictive personality. I don't have an addictive personality. I like money too much. I like holding on to my money. So I don't want this corporation to have it. MTG is my whale. MTG is a gacha, so that's fair. 2 games in the past, but the 2 that's each of them, but I never again play the game though. Oh my gosh, there's been more than like 2 years per month on gacha. That's a smart idea. You should set a budget. If you're gonna do gacha, set a budget. Dead ass. Set like a strict budget. Like I'm talking like strict. Like I will only spend $50 a month on gacha, right? I spend like 30 or 40 on Nikkei. Dude, I'm about to play Nikkei, so I actually get it. Listen, I'm so close to diving on Nikkei. The new character with her tummy is beautiful.
Like someone's ex-boyfriend spent $3,000 in 2 weeks on Genshin Impact right at the start. When confronted about it, he didn't just say that he was having an anxiety attack, he also added in a little bit more spice, saying that he's autistic.
It's fair.
This eventually led him to have a financial crisis, and of course he blamed his girlfriend for that, which ruined their relationship.
Fair.
Guys, ultimately, gacha games can be fun. Anything can be fun, but in moderation. So
No, don't give me a lesson. I want to buy... By the way, this was...
to play one, be very...
By the way, this was done by Mujin. Normally I'd agree with you, but the new character's name is Freddy, and she's in Nikkei, and I'm about to be Nikkei's #1 player. Not to alert you guys, I will be Nikkei's #1 player here soon. I would normally say I don't play gachas, but I'm about to be 100% a Nikkei player.